Good morning, class 8. So, as we have finished with this lesson, so now yesterday I have explained this lesson to you, and I hope that you people will now want to finish with the exercise as we have to move a bit faster because we are lagging behind. So, now we come to the comprehension part. Take out your notebooks fast. I will send you the word meanings also. First of all, you write down the word meanings. So, these are the word meanings: still life, vocabulary, supervise, to watch somebody, gush, to flow out, regret, to feel sorry, unwarranted, not deserved, scolding, to speak angrily, appropriate, suitable, ecstasy, feeling great happiness, gong, a round and flat metal disc that gives a resonant sound, anxiously, uneasiness of mind. So, all of you write down all these vocabulary words in your notebooks. Now we come to the question answer part. Who is Ajay referred to in the lesson? Yes, who is Ajay? What do you think, who is Ajay? Ajay refers to her husband in the lesson. So, Ajay refers to her husband in the lesson. Second question, how does the writer spend her time when the family members have gone out? How she spends her time when everybody goes out? So you should try to find out the answers yourself. Only after sending the kids off to school and Ajay to his office, I do get some time to sit back and relax. So how will you write it in your words? When the family members have gone out, she sits back and relax. This is the time when her mind talks to her, and she spends her time watching outside through the window, enjoying the rustling and swaying of flowers and leaves. So in this way, you will write this answer. Answer number 2. Question number 3. Question number 3 is, what kind of childhood did writer have? What kind of childhood did writer have? So what she used to do during his childhood? In her childhood, she used to accompany her mother to a temple every evening and feeling delight in getting handful of prasad and ringing the temple bell. So what she used to do, she remembers that when she was a child, she used to accompany her mother to the temple every evening and she would be very happy when she would get the handful of prasad and ringing the temple bell. She had a very carefree and enjoyable childhood. Answer number 4. The cycle repeats itself day after day. So here she says now that cycle repeats itself day after day. Here she is written this thing, but they have not mentioned what we have to do with this statement. They have only written this statement. So it is not clear whether what we have to do. So I have just explained the statement. The statement, the cycle repeats itself day after day, means that every day she has the same routine of waking her children and husband to getting them ready for school and sending them off, and afterwards relaxing herself in the quiet afternoons. So this is her routine, and by this statement she means to say this. The writer wonders if her children will ever get to experience these moments. What moments is the writer talking about, and why may the children not experience them? So as you all know that today is the very fast paced world. So that is why writer is asking. The writer is talking about the experience of quietude and introspection. And as she thinks that in today's fast paced life, everyone is getting work alcoholic. You will write here work alcoholic. Everyone is getting work alcoholic and they will not get time to relax and introspect. So this is the experience what she wanted her children to do, and she thinks that these moments, I don't think that she thinks that their children will not experience the period of quietude and introspection, and they will miss these moments of relaxation and introspection. So with this we complete this question answer part. Now we come to this, explain the statements. Explain the meaning of the following. My mind talks to me. What do you mean by the statement when she says my mind talks to me? So what I think is, my mind talks to me, it is the inner conversation or the inner monologue that goes on constantly in the mind. ये एक तरह से बच्चे आप अपने आप से जो बातें करते हैं वो चीज़ हो जाती है, उसे बोलते हैं मोनोलॉग। मीन्स अपने आप से बात करना. इट इज़ अ सॉर्ट ऑफ इनर वॉइस दैट कॉन्स्टेंटली एनालाइजेज एवरीथिंग अबाउट योर लाइफ. तो ये आपकी एक इनर वॉइस है, अंदर की आवाज़ है, जो आपको आपकी लाइफ के जो क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको आप एनालाइज करते हैं, उससे अपने आप से पूछते हैं, अपने आप से उसको एनालाइज करते हैं. इट इज़ अ वॉइस इन द हेड दैट जस्ट कीप्स टॉकिंग. सो इस स्टेटमेंट का ये मीनिंग है. नाउ द सेकेंड वन इज माइंड लाइक नेचर एबहॉर्स वैक्यूम. माइंड लाइक नेचर एबहॉर्स मीन्स हेट्स. तो माइंड नेचर की तरह माइंड भी जो है वो वैक्यूम को हेट करता है. इसका क्या मीनिंग हुआ? This idiom means to express the idea that empty or unfilled spaces are unnatural as they go against the laws of nature. ये लॉ नेचर भी है कि जो अनफिल्ड और एम्प्टी स्पेसेस होती हैं ना वो बड़ी अननेचुरल सी लगती हैं. सो बाय क्रिएटिंग स्पेस इन आवर लाइव्स वी इजीली अट्रैक्ट न्यू थिंग्स. तो जो हमारा माइंड भी है ना वो कभी भी खाली नहीं रहता है. जब जैसे ही वो रिलैक्स करता है उसी वक्त उसमें बहुत सारे थॉट्स और आइडियाज़ आने लग जाते हैं. तो इसीलिए माइंड लाइक नेचर अबहॉर्स वैक्यूम मीन्स माइंड भी कभी भी एम्प्टी नहीं रहता, कभी भी खाली नहीं रहता. वो हमेशा अपने दिमाग हमेशा अपने आप को बहुत सारे थॉट्स और आइडियाज़ से फिल रखता है. इसका मतलब ये है. हाउ केयरफ्री एंड इग्नोरेंट आई वॉज देन. So here she is talking about her childhood. The above statement means that in childhood we are free from all the worries and the problems of our life. But as we grow up, responsibilities and other duties makes us a very mature and responsible person. ठीक है. जैसे जैसे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ बढ़ती हैं as our age grows up, as we age, so all these responsibilities make us a very mature and responsible person. So as a child she used to accompany her mother to temple and feels happy in enjoying the small pleasures of life. बट बचपन में क्या होता है, हम छोटी छोटी बातों से ही बहुत जल्दी खुश हो जाते हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास कोई भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं होती है. हम लोग फ्री होते हैं, केयर फ्री होते हैं, रिलैक्सिंग होते हैं. There is no tension at that time. Thoughts gush into my mind. Now this part is thoughts gush into my mind. This statement means that when a person is relaxing and is free from work, our mind starts talking with us. जो हमारा mind होता है, जब हम रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं तो जो हमारा माइंड होता है वो हमसे बात करने लग जाता है. जैसे मैंने अभी बताया ना आपको, माइंड लाइक नेचर अबहॉर्स वैक्यूम. सो वी मूव इनटू एन इंट्रोस्पेक्टिव मूड. हम बहुत डीप थिंकिंग के मूड में चले जाते हैं. हम सारा जो हमारी लाइफ के जो थॉट्स हैं हम उनको दोबारा सोचते हैं और उनको एनालाइज करते हैं कि अगर ऐसा होता तो ऐसे कर लेते, या ऐसा होता तो मैं ऐसा कर लेती. इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करते हैं. एंड ऑटोमेटिकली थॉट्स एंड आइडियाज स्टार्ट फ्लोइंग इनटू आवर माइंड. तो उस वक्त जब माइंड जो हमारा एकदम फ्री होता है, पीसफुल होता है, एट पीस होता है, उस वक्त जो थॉट्स हैं वो हमारे माइंड में फटाफट फ्लो करने लगते हैं. Because at that time silence is there and atmosphere is also very peaceful. So that is why thoughts gush into my mind means flow into my mind. Gush means flow. An appropriate answer to the kid's innocent question. So here she says that this statement means that when we are in a relaxing mood, everything is peaceful all around. During that time I seek appropriate, suitable answers to the kids' curious questions. तो जब इंसान बहुत रिलैक्सिंग मूड में होता है, इंट्रोस्पेक्टिव मूड में होता है, उस वक्त फिर वो सारे जो इवेंट्स हैं मॉर्निंग के या आपके पहले के जो इवेंट्स हैं उनको रिकॉल करता है. उसमें यू ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द आंसर्स. जो आपके बच्चों ने आपसे क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे इनोसेंट से, उस वक्त आपके पास टाइम नहीं था तो आप उनका जवाब नहीं दे पाए, तो अभी यू आर इन अ वेरी रिलैक्सिंग मूड, सो एट दैट टाइम यू रिकॉल ऑल दोज क्वेश्चंस एंड ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट द appropriate answers of that innocent questions. So this statement means this. So with this we have completed the writing section. Now come to the book. Read the following sentences. So here we have to form the interrogative forms sentences. They are coming tomorrow. So here we will put the helping verb before the subject. Like they are coming tomorrow, so we'll start with the are. We'll start with the are they coming tomorrow? So we'll start with the helping verb. Are they coming tomorrow? Question mark. Don't forget to put the question mark. The fridge is empty. Is the fridge empty? It will rain day after tomorrow. Will it rain day after tomorrow? Question mark. Miss Mary told them a story. Did Miss Mary told है इसलिए past tense, तो past tense में did लगेगा. Did Miss Mary, did के साथ verb की first form लगती है, told नहीं आएगा, did के साथ first form. Did Miss Mary tell them a story? Question mark. Question mark ज़रूर लगाना है बच्चे आपने हर एक में. He would like to help Sanjeev. Would he like to help Sanjeev? She has finished her. Has she finished her homework? So complete this. Now here, I used to. We have to rewrite the sentences using the word used to. My brother would keep his books by side. So आप would को cross करेंगे और ऊपर लिखेंगे My brother used to keep his books by the side of bed at night. So you can write it here on the top of it. No need to write in the notebook. Just write on the top. अंकुर would give, तो would को आप कट करेंगे, बोलेंगे अंकुर used to give the poor. He always went out for a long walk in the morning. He used to went out. He used to go out. Went out नहीं आएगा. He used to go out for a long walk in the morning. I lived in a small town when I was young. So आप लिखेंगे I used to live. D नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे. D को मैंने काट दिया है. यहाँ D नहीं आएगा. I used to live in a small town when I was young, but now I live in a big city. Sanjeev was in the habit of going, तो in the habit of going को कट करेंगे. Sanjeev used to go to swimming pool with his friends. So like this we have to do this. You can write here in the space given. Okay. So rewrite here in the book only. Now we come here. Next page. जैसे हमने लिखा था handful means the amount that can be held in one hand. Similarly, there are many words like cup full of, क्या डालते हैं हम कप में? टी. स्पून फुल ऑफ सिरप, लेते हैं ना, दवाई लेते हैं हम सिरप. माउथ फुल ऑफ कैंडी. बास्केट फुल ऑफ फ्रूट्स. पॉकेट फुल ऑफ मनी एंड सैक फुल ऑफ ग्रेन. Here we have to write the synonyms. Quiet, silence या noiseless. ब्रेन को हम सेरेब्रम भी कहते हैं, साइंस, ये साइंटिफिक टर्म है, सेरेब्रम. और इंटेलेक्ट. बिगिंस, स्टार्ट. रेस्ट, रिलैक्स. रेज, अपलिफ्ट. एंड, कंक्लूजन और फिनिश. Now we come to the antonyms part. Means opposite. Off, on, carefree, careful. Warranted, undue या undeserved. Vacuum means खाली, खाली का opposite हो गया abundance या cosmos. Experience, inexperience. Action और do nothing. यहाँ पे do nothing आ सकता है, बट वो मुझे थोड़ा सा awkward लगा तो मैंने लिखा नहीं था. Do nothing. Action का और कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा. So here we have to make form the nouns. Supervise, supervision. Clean का clean ही रहेगा. Create, creation. Reflection, movement and knowledge. So these are the speaking skills and you have to practice the speaking skills at your home with your friend. Do it. Now we come to the writing section. Complete the given letter by the Peter to his father from his hostel in Shimla. So here the address is written, the date is written, and dear Papa, I am fine here. I have received your letter in which you had asked about my terminal exam result. You will be glad to know that I have scored 85% and attained the second position in my class. I am sure you will be happy about my result. Pay my regards to mum and reply soon. That's it. So there are the dialogues. They are in the jumbled form and you have to write them properly. Kunal, Dad, please buy me a motorcycle. Dad, I think it is early to buy one for you. Kunal, but Dad, all my friends have it. लिखा हुआ है इसमें. Dad, I will not buy it until you have a driving license. So here we complete with this lesson, and now we will start with the next poem, The Child's Love. I will start with this lesson.